Hey everybody, well, oh shit, this camera has some kind of delay. Um, I decided to come to the basement because baby's sleeping upstairs. It's 2 in the morning. I can't sleep. Kind of tired, but I can't sleep. And I just want to share some thoughts after 3 months of having been laid off by T-Mobile. It's July 22nd was my last day working at the Allentown call center. And it's kind of rough. It's the second time that T-Mobile does something like this to me or people that I know, people that I've cared about. The first time that it happened when they shut down the Yuma call center. It was through a third-party vendor, and because they pulled the contract, everything went downhill, and the whole center had to shut off because T-Mobile's contract was the primary source of revenue for that call center, and when they pulled it, everything went down the drain. So they shut that down back in 2009, 2010. People that know me comment and you know refresh my memory. They shut that down 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And then I had been working, getting jobs on and off, different places, different call centers, um, different things, on and off jobs, construction, back in Arizona. So as you might have seen on my other videos, at that point then my wife had decided to move to Pennsylvania, where she's originally from. We moved out here, and she figured, hey, I worked at worked at this third party vendor. Uh, we did business. I know how T-Mobile works. I know all the systems. I'm gonna apply for the T-Mobile call center. Fine, she did, and she got the job. Um, I stayed back in Arizona. Again, all referring back to my previous videos. She stayed in Arizona. I stayed in Arizona, worked there. She was here, settling everything down, and then I moved out here. March 13, 2011 is when I started working at T-Mobile. That's when I was employed, and I drove all the way from Arizona to Pennsylvania to get this job, and to be with my family, to be with my kids. So I get here, everything's doing mighty fine. I'm doing excellent. My metrics are through the roof. I'm talking to my manager about possibly becoming a floor lead. Um, you know, in the T-Mobile community, we call it senior rep. Basically, taking escalations, helping out the reps that when they have questions. The floor leader. It took about a year to get that that far. And when I was talking to my manager around February, we're gonna start getting everything rolling. And in March, they dropped the bombshell. We're gonna close the call center down. The second time, T-Mobile, that you do this to me. Everything started because you guys outsourced to the Philippines. I'm guessing you guys decided to make everything cheaper for you guys. But I don't know, and I don't know if anybody else that's out there has seen the commercials of Obama talking about how Mitt Romney supports outsourcing and offshoring jobs, and if that is true, I haven't really read into it, but I will, and I'll get you guys my feedback on that. Apparently, according to this supported campaign by Obama, is saying that Mitt Romney has been supporting offshoring jobs, call center jobs, and Obama's trying to do something about it. I don't know what he's trying to do, something about some tax credits, but what I'm thinking is, if you're a company that provides service here in the United States, keep the damn jobs here in the United States. Do not send them offshore. Reason being, we are your customers. We are the ones that pay you. why are you saying that money that we're paying you, or at least, you know, a small percentage, to somebody, to other people that are not even paying our taxes? You send the jobs to the Philippines, yeah, you might. I'm Again, I never work offshore. I'm guessing you still deduct taxes, but any money that they pay to for goods, they're living out in the Philippines, they don't pay property tax. They work, they live in the Philippines, and they buy everything in the Philippines, so they don't pay any type of taxes when it comes to, you know, goods. you know, Ever since you started outsourcing to the Philippines, you started, offshoring to Panama, to Mexico, the job, you've been laying off a lot of people. A lot of customers, see that. We used to get a lot of calls saying, why am I speaking to Asian people? Not to be offensive, this is what they told me. Why am I speaking to, Asian people? I can barely understand them. And I mean, I got an accent, but I was able to get through without problems. I was able to help out my customers, and I never had a customer complain about how I spoke to them. They were always very grateful. I love T-Mobile customers. I love T-Mobile as a company. When I worked there, it was honestly the best place to work. The best job I've ever had has been with T-Mobile, and I feel backstabbed. Seeing it the second time that it happens, um, I just don't get it. Why send those jobs and worsen our economy just to put more money in your pockets? I mean, the customers are paying for a service. They expect that service to work. And yeah, you're saying that you're consolidating the call centers to put more money into the network. But then again, you could have done that if you would have closed the call centers in the Philippines that you have, the call centers in Panama that you have, and the call centers in Mexico that you have. There was no need, absolutely no need, for you to close our 7 call centers and restructure them to accommodate your pockets. Yeah, you're saving money by doing this restructuring, but the money that you're saving is gonna be because you're paying way below minimum wage to people in the Philippines, Panama, and Mexico. That's the bottom line. Those people, again, they're not paying taxes. They're not residing in the United States. They do not pay property taxes. They do not pay any type of taxes for services and goods that we pay here in the United States. So that money going offshore, it's a completely it's a complete devastation to our economy. And I'm not bashing on T-Mobile. I'm bashing on companies that do that, because there's a lot of companies that do that. I'm pretty sure y'all are familiar with, calling HP or, help support, and you get people that you hardly understand. Verizon, AT&T. There's a lot of companies out there that do it. In the meantime, the economy here is getting worse. The jobs are getting decrepit, for lack of a better word. There's no jobs, and the jobs that could be here are not here. They're being offshored to other countries. I'm just hoping somebody out there can do something about it. I hope that people are with me on this. There's a great website out there that we expect better websites. It's basically going off of on, you know, items like T-Mobile, closing down the call centers. There's a picture of one of my friends there, um, and I don't know. I mean, help support that website. I mean, we expect better from T-Mobile, Deutsche Telekom. Not only from them, we expect better from people in power to make these kinds of changes. We want our economy to get better. We want the jobs to come back. We want to be able to work, and we are not given that opportunity because of greedy people up in the top of the food chain wanting to make more money, keep more money in their pockets, and we are left with nothing. We're left without jobs. I just finally got a job about a month ago, and I'm working part time. I mean, it's it's difficult. I've been trying. I've been trying. I've really been trying, and it's been hard. I'm to the point. I mean, I don't know what to do. Am I gonna have to go back to Arizona? Uh, See who can help me out? I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not complaining about not having a job. I'm doing what I can. I'm complaining. My main complaint is to companies that are so greedy that decide to take those jobs, our jobs, offshore, and then they expect us to pay them when we don't have jobs. You see, it's like a never-ending circle. They take our jobs away. They want our services, but because we have no jobs to pay their services, they're just bound to go under. Again, I hope somebody, if anybody has my same point of view, to share this message. Again, I'm gonna be linking, putting the link on this page for the We Expect Better website. Again, we want to make sure that a lot of people know my name is Tito, and I love T-Mobile. I love working for T-Mobile. I never had a problem with them. They can go back in my records, my metrics. I've always been an excellent employee. I just wish that they took that into consideration before they bend me over twice. I mean, hey, what are we gonna do? Look for a job, right?